Hey, yo, 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 yo.
Sorry, the volume was too high. Oh my god. Because I had the speakers in earlier and I changed them to the headphones and the volume was super high. Oh my god.
Super high.
Oh my god.
Okay, so shall we waiting for another participants?
Yeah, I guess so.
No worries. Yeah, no worries, Miss Arin. No worries.
Of course,
It's
of
all right.
course.
So,
Hopefully someone else will join. We're fewer and fewer.
yeah, I think I don't know what happened with them. Probably because so many things,
Yeah, of course.
happened.
Did
Yeah.
they tell you something? Did any of
No,
them give you
I
feedback?
tried to send them the message,
Mm.
like message why you didn't joining, blah blah blah. But there's no response. But yeah, no worries.
Cool. Well, we'll see if like how many are left on Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Belsing. Mr. Belsing.
He said he has to go to the he had to go to the loo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's chat. Oh, just you and I.
I love it. Miss Irene, I love how you talk about yourself in the third person. It's amazing. It's lovely. I love it. Irene can join class until 8 p.m. That's absolutely adorable, Miss Irene. It's not the first time. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Just
so,
like
Miss
a child.
Irene
can join.
Miss Irene, you can tell Miss Irene that it's okay.
Okay, so yeah, yesterday is so awesome. I mean, the webinar.
Oh yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I cannot like showing my face because at the moment I'm so tired after driving. I drove, like for more than 4 hours. So
Wow.
yeah, that's why my eyes and my face is not like, it's not fresh yet. So no, yeah. But I want to listen your material, the new one, the revision.
I loved the questions, by the way. Like people had very interesting questions as well. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll join us. Who knows? For the next lessons.
Yeah, for the next lessons.
Yeah.
Oh, Nathania, it's
Ooh, nice.
It's here. She's here.
Hello, Miss Natanya. Welcome.
Hello, Miss Natanya.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
I'm sorry, Miss. I can open my camera because lagi lampu mati, Miss.
Oh, it's black out there.
Miss
Natanya house.
Awesome. Fun stuff. Is it still the rainy season there or has it changed?
Still rainy.
Yeah, so it's probably more frequent to have blackouts, right?
Yeah. Blackout. It's very common here when we have rained, a very hard rain. So just like a blackout, just like a, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but yeah.
Actually, while we're waiting for more participants, I don't know who's there, if only Miss Natanya and I don't know if Mr. Belsing and Miss Arin are still away. But anyway, do you know about? Oh, hi. Welcome back.
Hi.
Do you know about daylight saving time? Do you know anything about it? Have you ever heard it? I guess it's a no. I think. Have you ever heard about it?
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
No, like I was asking in general to the participants if they had ever heard about daylight saving time.
Have you ever heard about that? Anyone here? Oh, Mr. Sakuragihari is here now.
Oh, hello.
Just a little bit late. Thank you very much, Mr. Harry.
Yeah, so basically, it's something that you guys do not do, but some other countries do. So that's a little bit confusing sometimes. We do that, unfortunately. So basically, twice a year, we change the time. In March, we change it, we lose 1 hour. So basically, we put the time 1 hour forward. And in October or so, we put it backwards by 1 hour. It's so that we have more daylight during the day or something like that. Basically, because some countries do it and some other countries do not do it in the world, the time zones change depending on the period. Until last week, we had a difference of 6 hours, and now we only have 5 hours of difference between our time zones because we changed the time and you didn't. So just so you know, we're only 5 hours apart now. Oh my gosh, so much silence. I'm gonna cry.
So, Miss Becky, my question is actually about if your time it's changing now, it's still 12:10 or 1:10 p.m. there in your country.
No, it's 10 past 2 now here.
10 past 2?
Yes.
10?
No, like, you know, like 2:10.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, 2 in the afternoon. Okay, I see.
Yes, it's we're just 1 hour later than last week. So because we had 6 hours apart and now we're 1 hour forward and you're at the same time, basically we, instead of having 6 hours of difference, now we have 5 hours of difference between the time zones.
Okay, so I need to move first, okay? Just 5 minutes.
Of course.
Miss Becky.
Yes.
I want to ask you something.
Yes, go ahead. So
it's
happy
about slang.
Okay.
The slang is SMH. Shake my head.
Shake my hair?
Head.
Shake my hair?
Head.
Hat.
Yes.
Shake my hat.
SMH.
SMH. Yeah.
I found a lot of my friends using that word, and I don't know what does it mean.
Is it your video game friends?
Yes, my video game friends.
Oh, your head, not your hat. Okay. Sorry. I just Googled it because I thought you said shake my hat. Like you know,
no,
like
it's yeah.
Head. Okay, yeah, okay. I guess it's probably like it's just when something someone is like Oh no, like, shake one hand in like some sort of disappointment, I would say. But it could mean any different, like many different things. It could be sarcastic. That's what I would think. Yeah, like when I guess when you're disappointed in something, but it can also be sarcastic, like like you could do this, which some kind of sarcastic expression, which might not be an actual disappointment, but just pretending to be disappointed or something. It depends on the context, I guess.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
But I guess someone shakes their head when they're like not approving of something. But yeah, it could be sarcastic as well. Actually, I want to share with you a resource that you might find useful. Just let me Google it for a second. Okay. So I'm just linking it in the chat. I don't know if you know it already. It's called the Urban Dictionary. And basically, there is, I don't know, there are many different entries regarding slang. So if you actually look for something in the search bar, you will, like something that is, slang, you will most likely find it there. Because and it's cool because it's people from all over the world putting definitions in. So sometimes even when it's country specific, they will like describe it from their point of view. So yeah, I don't know. Did you know about this website?
Oh, I just know it is.
You did? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you might find this useful for slang. It's quite cool. There is pretty much anything. I think. Let me see if there is even the abbreviation. Yes. So I just tried. Wait, I'm gonna show you. So if you where is it? Let's just do this. Okay. Oh yeah, it's here. So as you see, I just okay. So I wrote SMH, and you will even find abbreviations such as this. See, SMH, meaning shaking my head, typically used when something is obvious. Okay, disappointment, blah blah blah, and then there are examples as well. And in this case, there is only one. No, there is this entry as well. So as you see, different people will put in different entries. So you will even have more than one definition. And you would probably find the long version as well, like shaking my head. So you can find both the abbreviation and the, okay, in this case, there is only one, but anyway, and the longer version. So it's a very useful website. I think they even have like words of the day or something like that regarding like slang expressions. So it's a very useful website.
Okay, I'll try that later. Yes.
Of course. Oh my gosh, I'm the only one streaming right now. That feels so awkward. Is it because of your internet connection, or I don't know what else?
My stomach is hurting. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. What about the others? Are you there? It's just that the internet is not working enough to
As usual, Miss, my internet is unstable. So sad.
Of course, I get it. I completely get it. So I don't know when Miss Putri is gonna join us again. I don't know whether we should start or wait for her.
Yes, please. We can start now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to move here. Sorry.
Of
So,
course.
Mr. Harry, why are you starting to join with another devices? Harry, Mr. Harry? Oh, Mr. Harry, it's okay. Okay, yeah, we can start now.
All right, awesome. Just give me a second. And there we go. Okay. So, as you might know, today it's the last lesson before the test. We're gonna have the test on Wednesday. So be on time if you can, and so that you will have all the time available for you to complete the test. Do not worry about it too much, in the sense that it's more of a way to see whether what we've done so far, has been productive, I guess, or whether maybe we should, do some things a bit differently, whether you simulated the information. So that's mostly it. First of all, I wanted to ask you if you received the PDF with all the review material that you might use if you want to review certain things that you either for which you weren't here for the lessons, or maybe some things that you're still confused about. So first of all, I wanted to ask you if you had a chance to take a look at the review PDF and whether it's somewhat helpful. Anybody?
Yes, Miss Becky, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Putri. Thank you for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Anybody else?
I'm sorry, because I have to unmute out there, still praying in the mosque, so it's very loud.
Of course. So did you if you didn't take a look at it, it's okay. It's just something that might be useful for you. I mean, it's not something you have to do. It's just a resource that you might find useful in case you want to review some things.
Yeah, okay, so I will, as a representative of them, I will answer your question. Okay, so we're gonna see from the YouTube, or just relearn again from your PowerPoint. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So because the test is on Wednesday, this is the last chance for you to ask me questions about any of the material or practice some things you might want to practice. So I decided that today you are the bosses, so you are going to decide what you need to do or what you want to do based on the fact that we have the test on Wednesday. Now I'm proposing three options. The first option is basically what we didn't manage to finish the last time, which is a review on past topics or grammar rules or even vocabulary. So basically the material we can use for this option is different pictures of various topics, and we can just have discussions about it. And if you want to, I have a few different ones. So if there is something specific that you would like to practice, I can just go to that slide and we can just start from what you want to review. So that's option number one. Option number two is just have some chit chat amongst ourselves. I prepared a few questions that we might want to ask each other. I mean, we have been having lessons for quite a while, so we do know each other a little bit already. But if you want, you know, I prepared a few questions we can ask ourselves to know even more about ourselves and about stuff like what we are like in our private life, or maybe how do we learn new things, or what do we wish for the future. Different kinds of questions that we can use to talk about strengths and weaknesses, and maybe some advice we can give to each other. So something in that area. So not necessarily 100% connected to the test, but in some cases there will be some grammar structures that we have faced in the past lessons. So, you know, it's a bit of mixture between things. And the third option is just a way to practice conversation. So even there, not necessarily 100% connected to the test, but just a way to practice speaking and fluency, and actually coming up with opinions and ideas. So more about that, actually. In that case, we will have a small story to read, and then we can have discussions based on a couple of questions regarding multiculturalism. So these are the three options I prepared. The first one is more focused on the actual topics we've done and on the exam. The second one is more about having conversations about ourselves and maybe studying tips. And the third one is just a practice about giving opinions on things. So these are the three options. Maybe we will be able to do more than one depending on how we handle this, but it's not, you know, 100% guaranteed because of the time limit, of course. So I would like you to tell me where you would like to start from based on your needs. I would really like it if you were you know, like able to actually reflect on what you need and what you want right now, because I think that's very important in learning. When learning things, it's important to reflect about your needs and abilities, or I don't know, wants and everything else. So is this clear, and do you have any preference about what you want to do today?
Okay, is that clear all? Okay, Boss Arin, Boss Belsing, Boss Effie, and Boss Nathania.
Sure,
It's
Miss.
all clear? And Boss Harry. Sorry, Boss Harry.
Okay, Miss.
It's all clear, boss? It's clear. Okay. So
Clear.
which option do you want, do you prefer? Which one?
Option
I have three
2.
options.
I choose two.
Okay, so please raise your hand for option number 1.
Oh, but your
Yes.
virtual hands, because we can't see you.
Harry.
Okay.
Harry, Mr. Harry, it's option number 1. How about others?
Option number 2, Miss.
Oh, Miss Effie, number 2. Okay, how about you, Mr. Belsing, Miss Nathania, and Miss Arin?
Wait,
Choose option 1.
I
One,
choose
Miss
option
Arin.
2.
Okay,
Mr.
wait.
Belsing, 2.
So wait, Harry and Arin, number 1.
Number 1.
Then
Okay,
we have
good. Yeah.
Effie
And
and
Mr. Belsing, number 2. So the
Number
decision
2.
is with Miss Nathania. Boss Nathania. Boss, which one do you prefer, boss?
Sorry, but I choose option number 2.
Number 2.
Right.
Okay, option number 2 is the winner.
Yeah, we win.
Okay, so what we can do is we can start from that, from option number 2, and then if we have time, we can move to the other one.
The other option. Yeah.
Yeah, good idea, Miss.
Deal.
Awesome stuff. Okay.
Very wise.
Nobody chose option 3. Okay. I'm joking.
No
I'm
one
joking.
wants to debate, miss. No worries. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
These people are so kind. They are so kind.
Okay, so let me go to option number 2. So we have three main topics. We have personality, so questions about personality, our personalities, questions about learning, and one question, I think, about aspirations. So which one shall we start from? Just in order, or do you have any preference about this as well? I'm getting scared by all this silence.
Pardon, Miss.
Yes,
Would
go
you repeat?
ahead.
Can you repeat again, please? The internet is solving me.
Yes, of course. So, shall we just go in order of the slides, or do you want to start from a specific topic? We have personality, learning, and aspirations.
Just from personality, Miss.
Okay. All right. So we have 3 questions here. You can actually either reply to all of them or just a few, or you can ask each other these questions, or actually, if you have any other idea, you can do that. You can actually add something else. So these are 3 prompts I wrote. The first one is, how would you describe yourself? The second one is, what are your biggest strengths and weaknesses? And the third one is, do you have any dark secret? So who wants to start? You can also ask someone else directly, like instead of answering yourself, you can just start by asking someone else.
The youngest first, Miss.
Who's the youngest? Oh wait, I haven't been looking at the chat. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, I missed a few comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Belsing. I'm so sorry. I hope you'll get better. I mean, if it's too painful, of course, I mean, take care of yourself. Okay, don't worry. He said he's not running from these questions. Okay, all right, so who wants to start? Miss Happy, is your hand risen from before, or is it a new thing?
No, that was my option.
Okay, so who wants to start?
Maybe let me try.
Sorry?
Let me try to answer. Hello?
Yes, sorry, it's a little bit broken.
Because there are only 2 of us. I am and Miss Natania, right? And Mr. Belsing.
No.
Right?
Yes, and Mr. Harry as well, and Miss Darin.
Oh, yeah. So, whom do you just want to be the first to answer?
Okay. Yes, and Mr. Harry just said that from 7:30 to 8, he has an exam presentation. Ooh, about renewable energy. Interesting. Let us know how it goes. Of course, don't worry about that. So basically, you have it now, I guess, right? Mr. Harry, you have the presentation now. Is that correct? I think so. It's 7:30 there now, right? I think so. Anyway,
all right.
So Miss Effie, did you say you want to start? Sorry.
Mr. Harry?
Yes, Miss, of course.
Okay, go ahead then.
I will describe myself. It is about personality, right?
Yes, anything you like to talk about.
Okay. According to me, I am humble. So friendly. I'm friendly enough to people. I'm open-minded, right? And then I like to know someone new. I don't like to debate for one thing. I don't like to debate for anything. I just will say yes to avoid debate.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe enough.
Nice. Very interesting. I'm usually the opposite. I I love to debate. I,
I
even just
can't.
for the
I
sake,
can say I can talk much, miss. Really?
but it's okay. I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah.
I like it, but not in a way like not in an aggressive way. Like I don't like it's not about fighting, it's about sharing different opinions because I like debating because it helps me discuss different perspective on things and
Mm-hmm.
hear different opinions. So that's why I like it, because then I actually can learn something new from what other people say. So that's why. But I completely get it. Don't worry. It's
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
because you do not want to maybe offend anybody or something like that. Is that true?
Yeah, like that.
Cool. Anybody else? Do you want to share something about yourself regarding your personality?
Is
Mhm.
is it
Go
okay?
ahead. Of course.
Okay. Okay. Number one. Yeah, number one. Number one. Yeah. How would you describe yourself? Is it correct?
Mhm.
Okay. I try to describe myself. Okay. Um. Absolutely. I'm very stubborn. I'm very stubborn. Yes. My parents said something like that, and I don't know why until I'm turning 28. I'm very strict. Yeah, I'm very strict. It means I'm not flexible.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly, but my friend said about me, Arin is very humble and very diligent. I don't know. It's I don't know exactly. So second, what are your biggest strengths and biggest weaknesses? My biggest strengths, what's that? I don't know exactly. Yeah, maybe other can respond about me the first, and the biggest weaknesses from me. Sometimes I'm not confident. I always I always uh, unconfident. I don't know exactly because I have bad experience. It's about 10 years ago because my ex teacher always compare to the other students, and she said to me, Arin, you cannot do it. You are stupid. But I
Oh,
until
wow.
now I still remember about it. So any heart, and it's so very disappointed to remember it, right?
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's apa ya, it's very very it's very not interesting to remember that. And the last question, do you have any dark secret? What's that? Uh i always i always sometimes I always have a treatment with another guy. Another guy always lie to me. I don't know exactly, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is a life, but I try to best in my life, and yeah, this is my story, something like
Oh,
that.
wow. Thank you so much, Miss Arin. That was so
Yeah.
personal. I'm so happy you decided to share it with us. That's not easy. And with the last thing, did you mean that they bully you?
Not maybe that I forget. I remember. I always no, most mostly my friend said to me about body shaming because I'm ugly, I'm fat, or oh my
Oh, wow.
goodness. Yes, because
Oh my
I
gosh.
believe every people is unique, right?
Yes, and also if I may say something, Miss Arin, so I remember some quote from somewhere. I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was something like before I don't know, thinking you're not confident enough, first check if everybody around you is just not I don't want to use a swear word, is just not a bad person, let's say that. So what I mean by this is that, I mean, you say that sometimes you don't feel very confident in what you do, but I'm like, I mean, of course, that's the result when you say that you had teachers that were comparing you to other people, you have people say nasty things to you. Of course, you will feel a little bit insecure. That's completely normal. I mean, oh my gosh, what I think is that you're first of all super resilient, because it would be so easy to feel put down by doing things when you have people telling you such nasty things. So it's easy to kind of give up on doing things when you have so many negative inputs coming around you. And instead, you're actually always looking for new things. You're always like, I see that you're very motivated in discovering new things and in like engaging and stuff. So I think you're super resilient. I don't know if you know the word resilient, but it's like you're very strong. You're a very strong person. And also, I don't think you're stupid, ugly, or anything like that at all. I think you're absolutely amazing. I think you're super smart. I think you're super beautiful, and you're, I don't know, like anything, seriously, you're an awesome person. So I'm so sorry that you got a few bad experiences, but I'm so happy that you've managed to keep going besides that, and I think you turned out to be an awesome person. So yeah, for what it's worth. That's what I think.
Yeah, agree, Miss Becky. She also always like sharing some information and knowledge, like a book or something related with, like educational things in the group. Yeah, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's very good and it's adorable for me. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, absolutely. I completely agree. It shows a lot of, I don't know, like love for learning and love for things. That's something absolutely, that's a great quality. So just I would say, just don't listen to what other people say,
What people say,
because I think they're wrong. I think they're 100% wrong. So
some I will call it as a toxic. We have to like stay away from the toxic, right?
yes,
So
Right.
just
totally.
just be confident.
Okay, absolutely. Yes. And I agree 100%.
Awesome.
Awesome, man. Woo.
Okay.
So who is next?
Someone else?
I'll try.
Also,
So,
who
Nathania.
answered?
Nathania.
Oh, Miss
Miss
Nathania, of course. Go
Nathania.
ahead.
Miss Becky, my goodness. Miss Nathania. It's speaking now.
So, so for number one, how would you describe yourself? Of course, we have like our positive personality and our bad personality. Maybe my positive one is I'm humble and I easy to make a friend with someone. But my bad personality, I think
Mhm.
I'm a grumpy person that maybe I will feel bad if someone do something wrong. and then sometimes I'm optimist person. And then what are your biggest strengths and biggest weakness? I think there are one thing that make it the biggest strengths of me and the biggest weakness. I think when people say about me, cause one day, like someone tell me that um you already course a lot, but you're not in the first place or you're not in the rank. Of course, I feel bad about it because I think I already worked hard for it, like study hard and anything. But yeah, um, I didn't I didn't get like any place in my class, like high place, and it makes me to like feel I have to study hard more. I have to do more of it, and then it be my strengths. Yeah. And then, do you have any dark secret? Maybe yes, because when I was in elementary school, um, I will not think something with um, I will not think a lot of thing to Miss Putri, can you help me? Maksudnya tuh kayak nggak bakal pikir panjang untuk melakukan suatu hal gitu, Miss.
Oh, so you just like a spontaneous do something without thinking, right?
Yeah. So
Impulsive.
Impulsively, something like that.
Maybe when I was in fourth grade elementary school, two of my friends like saying bad, and then suddenly, of course, I feel bad of it because like I think they are my best friends, but they're betraying me, and then uh, I cried, and then I think uh, some the mistake that I did is I agree with people who didn't do any mistake. Like so at that day, there's something of my stationery maybe is gone, and I just accuse him. Yeah, I think it's my biggest mistake and dark secret.
Right. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Miss Natanya. That was also so personal. I'm so happy that you decided to share with us.
Yeah, right.
It's not easy, but I'm so happy you did. Also because I would like you guys to see that some experiences, no matter how bad they are probably something that other people unfortunately experienced as well. So I would like you to know that you're not alone in that. I mean, all these experiences, unfortunately, are something that happens quite often. I think I have experienced some of these as well myself, and I think many of us here have. So first of all, thank you for sharing. And secondly, Miss Natanya, from what you say, I think just like Miss Arin, you sound very resilient as well. Because when people are telling you that you're not good enough, that you're just not doing things right, that I don't know, that nothing you do is okay. It's very hard to go against that and keep going. And you said that when they tell you this, you just you try to work harder. And that's that's such a great quality, and I hope you will find more and more people giving you praises. But for what it's worth, once again, I just want to tell you that I think seriously all of you guys, I think, are amazing, and you as well. I mean, all these things you said show such strength of character, such resilience, such love for learning, because in spite of the bad experiences, you just want to keep going. And that's, I don't know, that's just such an amazing quality that I'm sure will help you so much in your life. I'm absolutely sure about that. It's such a great strength, because unfortunately the world is not always fair. People are not always fair, people are not always kind, and managing to stay true to yourself and stay manage to kind of keep being the person you are in spite of everybody telling you bad things is an amazing thing. So well done. And also regarding what you said about what happened in elementary school, first of all, I think you should keep in mind that when you're a child, I mean, you don't have the same maturity that you have when you're an adult. So obviously you will react to things in a more, as you said, in a more impulsive way, but that's normal. Like, I think most children, like every child does that. It's you haven't developed as an adult yet. So I think what you did was just a reaction to bad circumstances. It was just your way of dealing with something unpleasant. I think what you said about your friends betraying you must have been very hurtful. So you just tried to deal with it the best way possible with the tools you had as a child. So I would say don't worry about that. We all did weird things when we were children, maybe things we were not proud of, but just because we were trying to deal with things the best way we could as children. And yeah, seriously, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, that's also a very good experience, Miss Nathania, because you can learn much, like you be mature enough later after you got lots of experience like that. Don't worry about betrayal, don't worry about something like that. You just have to, like learn about it, like, yeah.
Yeah. You know the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I know, right? I know, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much for all of you to share a very precious, like experience. I should say that.
Yeah. I guess we still have, I think Mr. Harry is still doing his presentation. So Mr. Belsing, do you want to share something?
Okay. So the first one, how I describe myself. I think I am a curious person. I always wanted to know something, but after I knew that, I'm started to get bored to it, and I'm easy to get bored. And maybe I'm I'm a little bit arrogant, but as the time going, I'll try to more not being arrogant. And then I was a kind of person that easy to get offended. And then I'm easy to cry too. That sucks, but yeah, but I try to, it's kind of working. And the second one, what are your biggest strength, biggest weakness? My biggest strength is I kind of tasks.
Sorry, I
Like,
can't hear you any longer.
I
I'm so
think
sorry.
that task.
I think the internet is breaking.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better. Yes.
Okay. So, maybe I am a workaholic because when I doing something that I like, I will doing it till the end. Even I forget to eat. But I don't think that was a weakness. I think that was my strength. And my weakness is I'm typical of person that easy to get jealous. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Me
there's
too,
also,
me too. No
yeah,
worries, me
yeah.
too.
I'm not.
Nice.
My do you have any dark secret? I don't think this is a dark secret, but in elementary school, in the first grade, I pooped myself in a vacation, and my principal is cleaning my poop. That was embarrassing.
Oh,
But
I did that too, don't worry. I'll
I
tell
did
you about
once either. No worries.
yeah,
it. Nice.
I think that.
Awesome. That was very interesting, Mr. Balsink. Also, I love how we have very different people here. You have some things in common, but other things are very different, and that's so amazing. I love how two or three people said they would describe themselves as humble, and Mr. Belsing said that he describes himself as arrogant. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I just want to tell you a few things. So actually, I think just like the others, being curious and wanting to know new things, I think it's a very awesome quality. I think it's something amazing because yeah, it's just this love for discovering new things, which in terms of learning is so useful. And I absolutely get what you say about getting bored after a while. I do that as well. I'll be honest. Because I'll just give you a first hand experience so that maybe you can compare yourself to this. So I also like to learn new things and discover new things and read new things and come up with new ideas. And I also do sometimes get bored after a while. But I think that's just a normal consequence of having many interests. And there are many different people in the world. I think some people might have one specific very strong interest that maybe they have from when they're a child, and they're like, oh yes, I want to, I don't know, become a doctor when I'm an adult, and then they just focus so much on that single thing and they like it a lot and they become great doctors, for example, and that's a great thing. But there are also other people, which I think is, for example, what you described yourself as, who have many different interests. And sometimes people tend to think, I don't know, sometimes society tells us that we need to have only one thing that we love, or we need to be perfect at only one thing. But to be honest, our current world is so complex that in order to solve today's problems, we need to think about it from different aspects. We anything you can think of, any problem, any current problem we have in the world needs people like you who can think about it from different perspectives, people who have different interests and that can merge those interests to find new solutions. So I also agree that that can be a strength, and the opposite can be a strength as well. Having one strong interest is also strength. It's just different kinds of strengths and we need both kinds of people in this world. But I would say nurture this interest you have about different things, because it can help you so much, especially with current complexities. They need, like, not like getting bored or having many different interests, and being curious is a good way to approach something from different perspectives, and that will be very, very useful. And the other thing you said, you talked about like, for example, you said it's easy for me to cry, unfortunately, and stuff like that. I wouldn't say unfortunately. I think even there, I think sometimes society tells us that certain emotions are wrong, or we should always be happy or whatever. I don't agree with that, in the sense that crying is it's just a way to express our emotions, and it's great that you can do that. I think it's a quality. It's not a weakness. It's just a way you might express yourself. So I think you shouldn't be ashamed or sad about it, because I think it's actually cool. And even with getting jealous or stuff like that, of course, if it's excessive, it can get you to the to a problematic situation. But you're also only 16, so I think you will learn to deal with that in a productive way. I'm sure of it. And being an alcoholic, a workaholic, is, yeah, sorry.
Workaholic
I'm
again.
16.
Yes, sorry. Being a workaholic is also, it can be seen from both aspects, like positive and negative. It can mean that you're very diligent in what you do, but at the same time, it can mean that you don't take enough care of yourself. It's always important to find a balance with things, but that's also something that you develop with time. I think it's absolutely normal. When I was 16, I was totally not well balanced, so that's I think that's something you will learn with time, absolutely 100%. And I also did the same thing when I was in regarding the embarrassing incident when I was in kindergarten, and I didn't tell anybody I did, because I wanted to show it to my mom. And then the teacher put us in a line and to discover who it was that had done number 2 in their pants, and they tried to smell every one of us. And then they discovered me. But anyway, things that happens when we're children, I guess. So we thank you so much, Mr. Belsink. That was great. I love how you guys have different perspective on things. That's absolutely amazing to hear. And then we have a comment from Miss Effie in the chat saying experience is the best teacher, isn't it? Yes, absolutely, I agree. That's how we learn. We do things, we fail, we get hurt, and then we learn new things. The most important thing is that we learn from everything that happens to us. That's absolutely the number one thing. Okay, nice. So much stuff. Amazing. Miss Effie, I know you only answered to the first one. If you want to add something, you can do that. And I think that Mr. Harry on the other end is still doing his presentation. So yeah, Miss Effie, do you want to add something else?
So the first time we just have to choose one of the questions.
Yeah, it's very free. It's very fluid. We don't have a specific rule.
I think I have many things to talk, but looking at the time, we can just pass it and then continue the next.
All right. Of course. Mr. Harry, are you there, or shall we move on? I think.
Yeah, Mr. Harry is still on his presentation.
Presenting. All right. Then now we have a couple of questions regarding learning. Now I want to tell you something. I think, I mean, it's not just me thinking it, it's many studies as well, but that actually what you said, so emotions and, you know, our life experiences influence our learning as well. You know, dealing with certain emotions and learning new things can go hand in hand, because when we as for example, some of you said some bad experiences might influence your attitude towards, and your like, you know, towards learning, for example, and you might feel bad about it, or and also regarding how our brains work, there is a connection between emotions and learning. So I really hope that I don't know, with time you will manage to learn from both sides. I put two questions here. The first one is, do you ever procrastinate a task? If so, why? And do you feel independent when learning something new? Whatever that means for you as well, because it can be interpreted in different ways. So who wants to start?
No
Nobody?
response?
Can I?
Me,
May I?
miss.
Oh,
Deciding,
Miss
deciding.
Oh,
Oh, everybody at the same time. Of course, whoever. It's up
who
to
is
you.
the first? Who is the
Erin.
first, Miss Maggie? Me, Mr.
Yes.
Bertie?
Yeah,
Okay,
ladies
thank
first.
you.
Mr. Belsing, it's actually very gentleman, okay? Not arrogant, but very gentleman.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Belsing. Okay, I try to answer question number one. Is it okay, Miss Maggie?
Of course, of course.
Okay. Do you ever procrastinate a task? Absolutely, I ever. If so, why? Yes, yes. To be honest, I have procrastinate in college student. It's about, what is that? 10 years ago, because I don't like the lesson, because the lesson is, if I'm not mistaken, is statistic, because it's very boring. And did you know, Miss Becky, the lecture, it's very killer. It's very killer, and the class start began at 7 a.m. Oh my goodness, it's too early for me. Just that's all, miss.
Nice. So
But
you were procrastinating when you had to do statistics, basically.
yes, absolutely. But the other lessons, it's on time to finish all of the texts.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's very natural. Like it's easier to do things we like. It's much harder to do things we don't.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know statistics, I mean 7 a.m. would be too early for me for class as well, but I have had early classes as well, and they are much harder. But yeah, statistics is often a topic that people have a hard time with, but
Yeah.
there is a beauty to it as well, though. I've taken some stats as well, and I don't know, it's when once you actually understand how certain things work, it helps you understand the world as well. I think it can be very interesting if done in an interesting way. I think, like everything, but absolutely. But then, I mean, you said you don't really procrastinate with everything else, so so that's actually quite good. I also procrastinate sometimes, more than sometimes. So you're not alone. So, Mr. Thank you so much, Mr.
Anytime,
Belsing.
Miss.
You wanted to add something about yourself?
Yes, I have ever procrastinate a task. The task is about history. I hate history, and because I don't like reading, and but now I interested in reading because novels and because of manga, if you know. And why I procrastinate the history task. So the task is we have to make what resume, and it has to be 1,000 words. But the topic is very very little, sedikit tambah sedikit, little.
There wasn't much information.
Yes, not much information in the topic. And then when I turn in my task, she didn't check till the end. She just like draw some weird patterns and then say, "Great job." And I felt like betrayed. Like, hey, I spent two nights to work that thing. Yeah. And do you feel independent when I learning something new? Yes, I feel independent if the thing is interest me, and when I'm empty, and I will learn it sometimes.
Cool, nice. So we're all from the team of procrastinators when we don't like something, basically. That's absolutely normal. Although sometimes we have to learn to deal with things we don't like as well, because that's life. I completely get it. And yeah, once again, we have a bad experience here, I guess, which has influenced your attitude regarding that subject, I guess. That also happens, unfortunately. And oh, just one thing, by the way, I would say summary in the case you mentioned. Make a summary, I think you meant. Is that what you meant? Like a summary or an essay?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, essay.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, a resume is like when you say resume, it's a synonym of curriculum. Like it's your CV. Resume is the American form of CV, basically. So yeah, essay, okay. And I guess okay, so for example, I always have a hard time making summaries, making things shorter. I'm always too long with things, as you might have noticed, because we always run out of time in our lessons. But yes, so I have the problem, but other people might have the opposite problem. I mean, problem. When they are very concise in what they say, they're very on the point, and then they have a hard time making it longer. I guess both skills can be improved. We always have some kind of tendencies, I guess, also because of our personalities, but it's all skills and abilities that we can learn with time. And I get what you say, that like she didn't even check what you did. I guess that makes you feel like you don't they didn't put enough I don't know value on your work, I guess. So that also sometimes happens. I'm sad to hear about that. Sometimes that happens, but I guess you won't always get positive things from people around you. Even people above you in some kind of with some kind of authority, like teachers or bosses or something. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately. I guess what your take can be is that as long as you learned something for yourself, then even though they didn't pay enough attention or they didn't give enough value, at least you gave value to what you did. So in this case, you learned to write about something that didn't have enough information for you to work on. So you managed to write it anyway, even though it seemed difficult at first. So I think you probably learned something from that. So I think that's the most important thing, even though people might not value it as much as you do. Sometimes that happens and you still learn something from it, I guess. So Mr. Harry said, evaluated experience, Miss Effie, is the best. What? Oh, yeah. He was commenting on the previous message. Awesome. So
Yeah.
Mr. Harry, that
So-
means you're back.
Yeah. So Miss Becky, because we still only have about 7 minutes left. Yeah, 7 minutes left. So I think now it's Mr. Harry turn. Yeah. About this activity. Okay, Mr. Harry.
Isn't it
Are you
like
back?
10 past? Isn't it 10 past?
No, it's now it's already 8:13.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
17 minutes left.
Oh, yeah, 17. Oh, okay. I heard 7. I was like, wait.
17.
I was like, is my watch wrong? I was like, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Harry.
He's gonna change his device, he said.
Okay.
All right. Anybody who hasn't said something? I mean, we can, I don't know how long it's gonna take you, Mr. Harry. Should we
I think Mr. Harry, you can still use this device, right?
I think so.
Yes,
I'm not
hello.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we can hear you. Awesome.
Yes, hello. So
Yes. So Mr. Harry, we talked about personality today, about describing yourself, your strengths and weaknesses, or secrets you might have, and about our way of learning if we procrastinate tasks and if we feel independent when learning something new. So the floor is yours.
Well, okay, thank you. About the secret, I have no secret to tell to you, to you all guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How would you describe myself? How would I describe yourself? So my name is Harry. I am quiet, introvert. Sometimes I can be extrovert. It depends on this situation. And what else? I can learn something new easily. I mean, yes, I mean like that. And when I am focusing on something, I cannot be disturbed because it can make me made. What else, Miss Becky? I don't know.
I don't know. Some of the participants talked about some bad experiences they had with learning, and how that affected their confidence as well, or stuff like that. Do you have anything like that?
About the confidence, I need time to be confident with someone. I mean, when I get a new friend, I have time. I need time to be I mean confident. I need time to Yes, Mr. Belsing.
No. Sorry.
Okay, talk about the next one. What are your biggest
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the next slide. Of course, go ahead.
What are your biggest strengths and biggest weakness? My biggest strength is my biggest strength is myself. And biggest weaknesses. I trust everyone much, I think. Do you have
Nice.
any dark secret?
Awesome.
Tell us, come on.
What is dark secret?
Anything, it can be anything. So some people talked about some bad experiences they had, about, I don't know, either with friends or with some incidents at school, or with I don't know, different kind of things, or something they struggle with. It can be anything, or just something you don't say to people that often. I don't know, anything you like. It can be, you can interpret that in different ways.
Oh, my dark secret. I don't have. I have no dark secret. Yes. Please,
Okay.
next slide, Miss Becky, please.
That's good. Yes.
Do you ever procrastinate tasks? Yes. Almost always. Procrastinate tasks because I'm not I'm lazy. No, not because the test is difficult, but because I think I have much time to do it later. Because I can doing a test fastly. I mean, we have internet now. We can search in Google about the material. We can learn YouTube and so on. And do you feel independent when learning something? I think yes. What independent means, Miss Becky?
Like, for example, do you when you want to learn something, do you you know, like, do things on your own, or do you need someone to tell you exactly what to do to learn something new, for example? Something like that, I guess.
Yes, I mean often feel independent when learning something new, because but yes, because I think I feel comfortable if I learn lonely. And
nice.
So like that.
Cool, very interesting. Thank you. Yeah, I guess what you said about the fact that it takes you time to feel confident with other people, I think it's very much connected to what you said about being oftentimes like introverted. I think it's just, you know, a way you are. That's absolutely normal. It's actually, I don't know, I think we need both introverts and extroverts in this world, because I don't know, there are different ways to which people relate to the world, and we need all different kinds of people to get society going or something. And yeah, trusting people easily can be, I mean, it can be both a strength and a weakness in a way. When people take advantage of that, of course, that can be hurtful, but it can be a strength as well, because it means you actually have a positive opinion of people. So, you know, just like everything, we need balance, I guess.
Thank you, Miss Becky. And also, there is once more. When I did something, I always, I often think, why did I do that, and how is it good, or was it good or not, was it good or not action.
Right.
So
So
I
you
think
have
that
many regrets.
yes, and also uh, and so was I embracing or not, and I also think like about that.
Yeah. I guess it's normal. I think we all do it to a certain extent. But of course, when it's a lot of it, it can be detrimental. And I guess we have a saying in Italian. I'm not sure how to translate it. It's like non piangere sul latte versato, which means do not cry over spilled milk. Which means that like what's done is done basically. So I guess we always give the as much as we can in a certain moment given the circumstances. So it's not just about us, it's also about everything around us. It's about different things. So if we haven't managed to do the same as another time, it's just a mixture of reasons. It's not just like it's maybe you did the best you could do in that moment. So just if you look forward, you learn from that experience, you can improve it for the next time, I guess.
Okay, Miss Becky, thank you so much.
Awesome. And Miss Natanya and I think
Miss.
wait a second, let me see. And Miss Effie as well, right? You both haven't answered this, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Awesome. So you can go ahead if you wish.
Okay, can I go first, Miss Effie?
Of course, go ahead. Of course.
Okay. So first question, do you ever procrastinate a task? Yes, of course. Maybe I'm not procrastinate something, but I will divide some like assignment part. Like in if I have to, if the deadline is maybe in this week, I will divide it maybe Monday if it likes comics or make like tags. If comics, maybe in first day I will make the text first, like the story of it, and then I will make sketch. And the second day I will um do the finishing like coloring and anything else. Yeah, and then do you feel independent when learning something new? Maybe if it's just a material that I have to read and I have to memorize, I will learn it alone. But if the material it's like um practice like math or something that um have a way to did it, um I feel I feel it's hard if I just learn it by myself, because I think in learning I'm an auditorial person that I can learn more, or I can more understand the material if someone explain it to me. Yeah, that's
Nice.
all. Thank you.
Awesome. So actually, what you said about structuring the week in different moments and stuff and dividing the task, I think that's actually quite cool. I mean, it means you're probably very organized in in how you divide your tasks. So that's actually quite a cool skill to have. It's not always easy to do that. And regarding like needing some people explaining something to you, I mean, I guess that's not what I necessarily meant with being independent, because it's completely normal to want someone to explain things to you. That's how we learn, by like exchanging inputs, I guess. What I meant is that if you feel, I don't know, somehow, if you know what the steps are when you want to learn something new, like, do you feel confident in what the steps are that you need to get to a new topic or a new thing? Like, do you know what you need? Do you, like, can you organize your next steps in a way?
Okay, Miss.
So is that can you do that? Like, do you feel like that's something that comes easy to you, or are you like confused when there is something new?
Yes, maybe when I learn some material that have some way to finish it, like math and anything else. And when I just read the material by my teacher without any explanation, I will feel confused.
Okay. So it depends on the topic, you're saying. It depends
Yeah.
on what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's that's totally normal. But remember that you can do anything. Like, you just need, like, I'm a firm believer of the fact that we don't have fixed abilities, but that all of us can improve anything in anything. Even though we tell ourselves that we're not good at that thing, I think we can all improve. So yeah. But I completely get it. Sometimes it's I don't know, for some topics we might need a little bit more time or more direction. That's completely normal. Nice.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Miss Effie, do you want to say one last thing?
Okay, just a little. For the first, do you ever procrastinate tasks? If so, why? Actually, I am of one person who likes to do something punctually. But I'm not. I was miss.
Oh, sorry. I have a smelly bug.
Sometimes I
sorry, I'm
procrastinate my
really scared
task.
of these bugs. Sorry, just a second. Go. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, there is a smelly bug. Oh my gosh. Just go away. Oh my gosh, I hate those. I don't have any. Sorry, just I don't want to use this, but just it won't just. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm back. It just it turned off. Sorry. So you were saying you're a very punctual person who likes to do things on time.
Yeah, I was like that, but now I'm not. Sometimes,
why?
Yeah, nowadays there are so many things I have to do, and that's why I procrastinate my tasks. Many things to do. Maybe that's the only the reason. And but even that, I will do my task, even it is late. Better late than never, right?
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I feel independent when learning something new. Because we can do it by ourselves. I can do it by myself when learning something new without cooperation with any others. We can maybe if learning something new, it's complicated for us, we can ask for help from searching on Google, Googling, or we can open our book to know something or to understand about something new that we learn. And then maybe finally, if we get complicated, we can ask to anyone, and then independent or confidence is not always, but sometimes.
Nice, awesome. Thank you, Miss Effie. So first of all, being able to do things on time and being very punctual, that's a great skill to have. I'm very
Yeah.
jealous right now. But yeah, that's an amazing thing. And I mean, I guess it's very human to have a little bit more of a hard time when you have many things to do. There is something called something like functional procrastination. So that means that when you have many things to do, you procrastinate one task in order to do another first because you feel more like it. That's like a productive way of being procrastinators, I guess. And I don't know if you also meant that lately you have a harder time because of the COVID situation. If so, I think that's also very common because emotionally it's harder to manage everything at the same time because we have many limits, many instabilities as well around us. So I think it's very common to feel like that as well. I'm not sure if you meant that, but I think that's also a component. And I really liked what you said about, like interacting with other people when you want to learn something new. I think that's also the main idea behind community centers like this one. I mean, of course, we're doing it online now, but normally it's in person. I think that's the main idea behind it as well, like, to do things together with other people. And I don't know, I think you sound like a very people person. I don't know, that's my impression. You seem to enjoy human contact a lot, I think. And yeah, so that's a strength as well, that actually brings resilience there as well, like the help of other people.
Yeah, Miss.
Absolutely. And like always, I'm late.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, Miss Becky, I'm so
yes,
sorry for interrupt. Okay, because we already 4 minutes as
yes,
the time. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I
Okay,
was about to say.
so yeah. So please, if you want to, like share for the last time before we end the class. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can also, I have one last question. If you want, you can send it to me if you feel like, like practicing some more. You can do that. You can send me like an audio message or something, or whatever. If you want, it's not like you don't have to. So there is just one last question. I don't think we have time to do it now. So if you want to have fun with it, you can always share your opinion, of course. And I mean, this was the other option. So I guess we are done for today. And yeah, we have the oh, sorry, I'm reading the chat now. Of course. Don't worry. Enjoy your dinner. Yes. So yes, I guess we'll have the test on Wednesday. If you have any additional question, just ask ahead. If you want to review some things, take a look at the review file or the previous lessons or the previous PowerPoints. I hope the test will be like at the right level, or like that it will be fine for you. But do not worry about making mistakes or stuff like that. It's absolutely not the point of the test. The point is not to judge you, but to assess how the learning is going, and whether maybe we should clarify some things. Maybe they're not super clear. So don't worry about that. We will then review everything together. Just do your best and be confident about your abilities, because you're all super amazing, and I believe in you. So that's all I wanted to say. I think it's lagging a little bit.
Wish me luck.
Okay then. Okay, so we will end the class. Yeah, thank you very much for your participation and your attention. Unfortunately, Mr. Belsing already gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had a dinner now. He have a dinner. Nice. Okay, thank you very much for today. Wednesday we're gonna have the test. Okay, yeah. Don't miss it. Okay, yeah. Don't say to me that you cannot join. Okay, because I will share it through WhatsApp group, and you still have to do it. Okay, even though you're not coming on Wednesday. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I hope that you all have a good rest, have a good day, and Miss Becky, have a good day for you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye bye.
Bye bye,
Bye
Miss
bye
Becky.
Miss
Thank
Becky,
you.
bye.
thank you.